You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, man. 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
John the Don. Bullpen over bullshit.
Yes,
How you doing, brother?
I'm alright, man.
How you feeling, man?
Tired than a motherfucker, but shit. That's just a lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep. Make sure we get your audio better than mine. Last night, Summer Madness 11.
It's a fact. Went down.
6 Summer Madnesses.
It's like 8.
8 Summer Madnesses out of 11.
Yeah, I think I only did 7, but I was booked for 8. For sure.
It don't count. All right,
It don't count?
Nah, not if you was booked, motherfucker.
It was on contract, and I got paid for it. Hey,
Okay.
I might count that.
That's 8 then.
It's 8. And that shit with Mad and Sirius Jones having shit. I can't control that.
Nah, you can't. Nah, hell to the no. But that's dope though. It's an accomplishment. Not many people could say that.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think Rex was on 6, so you've done more than Rex.
Probably.
Who else? Do you know any other people who have that many 5, 6 Summer
Calico. I
Madnesses?
think Calico and Rex had the most, I think.
Okay, but now you do. You got the juice now.
I'm up there. Cal was just on 11 too, so he kind of, you feel me?
Yeah. Y'all both notch.
He's still in the lead. That's a fact.
Well, good night last night too, man. Now, first thing I gotta ask you, man, is I didn't get an interview with you.
Right.
Did anybody get an interview with you?
Nah.
Okay. Is there a reason why nobody got an interview with you last night?
Well, yeah, because I said beforehand, before we got there, I said I don't want to do no interviews after the battle because that should be, when we coming off the stage, you ask me what happened, everything's still processed.
Yeah, I did that to you last night.
Yeah, like, but I mean, niggas do it every event, but it's just like, it's instinct. It's like, I'm gonna catch you ever, but
Right.
I be hating my interviews when I watch them after. Like, you ask me questions about the battle, I ain't really process it. I ain't see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just in it. So that's all that was.
I do it like a boxing match, like as soon as they finish
Right.
fighting, then they do the interview afterwards. But you're right. Sometimes you got to let it process first. So
Yeah, for sure.
Today is the next day.
Yeah, it's a fact.
What have you processed? Talk to me about now that, and I know there's clips and things like that out there now that you could actually see, right?
Is it?
Usually it is. Somebody always bootlegging some shit.
Probably is
somehow.
caffeine, probably post some shit.
Maybe, or like I say, people bootleg. So you haven't seen anything from the battle last night?
Nah, I ain't seen
Ah. Now you get home, you chill, you relax. It's the next day. What's your assessment?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't watching.
No, I
watch
mean,
the battle.
now that you just take it, now it
Process
happened.
what happened?
Yeah, you process.
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
feel like, all right, well, shit, I feel like, Surf was on his shit. Like, Surf was on his shit. You know what I mean? So, again, I would still have to see the battle, but I feel like he controlled and commanded what he wanted to do more of that, you know what I mean, on that stage. So, but that ain't nothing that I feel different that I didn't. Like, I felt that on stage, like, you know what I mean? So, I'm still processing, really. You know what I mean?
Until you actually watch it.
Until I actually
back.
watch it.
Right.
So right now, I just got to take everybody else's opinions and just, all right, whatever, and I'll compare it to what I think when I watch it.
What's the opinions you're hearing? What are you hearing from people?
Surf got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Surf got it. Look at the crowd yelling 3-0, nigga.
I've seen people yell 3-0. Not to say that it didn't happen, but I've seen 3-0
I definitely
before.
don't think it was a 3-0, but you know what I mean? I feel like if I had a stronger third, we'll be having a different conversation.
Right.
But I was iffy about that third anyway.
Going into it,
Yeah, hell yeah.
you got booed.
Yeah.
Short period of time, but how did that?
Nah, I knew that was a chance for my third because in my third, I got into like a moment where I was talking. I felt like it was something that needed to be said. So I'm thinking it's something, we on Summer Madness, I'm gonna run down the history of Summer Madnesses, and that's what it was. But I was always iffy about that, like, because it was doing too much talking. It's not enough, like, especially for that big stage, it could lose you. Unless you on fire the first 2 rounds, and then they'll let you. You see what I'm saying? Like,
You think you should have took that and put it in the third and put your third as your second?
nah, I don't think so. I don't be thinking like that. I don't think that would have made the difference. I feel like that round was just my lightest round regardless. It's the third.
And like I told you last night, man, it was fire. Like I feel like I am somebody. I am somebody. And John stuck up for me on Summer Madness 11.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I thought that was really dope.
I see y'all squashed the beef too. Thank
No
your
doubt.
boy. Thank your boy.
Thank you, brother, man.
Thank your boy.
Yeah. So that was dope too, man. That was able to actually just get past that shit with him, man. You know me, man. I fuck with all y'all, man. I don't like that bullshit.
Did he shake your hand?
Yes. He actually shook my hand. So shout out to Surf, man.
Shout out to Surf.
Shook my hand and gave me an interview. So
okay.
You know what I mean? So pretty dope.
Probably wouldn't have got that interview if you would have lost.
You think so?
I don't know.
Nah, I think he was past it already.
Nah, yeah, he
Just
was.
I didn't really see him since then.
He's
so.
probably waiting to see you to holler at you, probably.
Yeah, and it was publicly when he did it. That made it even doper because he could have called me behind the scenes. But past that, man. Now, again, did you expect him? I guess you didn't expect him to be that good.
I mean, why not? Everybody, like, I don't know. I didn't really have no expectations for it. It was just, I was just prepared for whatever the fuck was gonna happen. I have no expectations.
Right.
So I wasn't looking forward to him to being crazy. I wasn't looking forward to him coming with 2.5 rounds. I wasn't looking forward to any of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
Hey, for the record, when they started booing you, I was digging the information.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, and like I say, sometimes I see shit different than fans do. You know what I mean? But when you was breaking it down, I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
see, sometimes it ain't about like they booing what's being said. It's just the fact that that's not what they want to hear right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like whatever I was saying, they didn't give a fuck about.
Right.
They don't care about how many Summer Madnesses I got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so I understood that. That's what I'm saying. I was iffy about that shit going in. I was iffy about it. The only reason why I went in it with confidence because I'm like, all right, the whole battle was with me just saying what I felt like needed to be said to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And not to mention, he kind of tried to downplay your accolades in
Right.
here. So it's like,
Right. So it's like, how you doing that? Like this your third Summer Madness. It's like my 8th.
right.
How you doing that? It's the stage we on. You know what I mean? So.
Now, one thing I got to tell you that I didn't catch the whole line until afterwards. People are telling me the LB the Boss.
Oh yeah.
When you mentioned him, first thing I said, I was right in the front. I was like, yeah, R.I.P. to LB the Boss.
Right.
I thought that's what you were doing, but then I found out like people didn't take it that way.
Yeah, I seen that. I spoke to a couple people. Yeah, that was like, that was distasteful. Like at the end of the day, like I feel like first and foremost, mentioning the dead period is kind of a risky thing. You know what I mean? So my intentions, of course, wasn't to disrespect the nigga. It was really more so to big him up. The whole scheme was about Surf putting on for Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about how you disrespected UW. Then it was like, can you name someone on platform you ever helped, please? And I went into the next battle need to be on Gates of the Garden. Then I tied that into, you know what I'm saying, with the wave. So it was just, you know what I mean? It could be distasteful for some people. You know what I mean? I understand that.
Well, I'm gonna just let people know, because I know a lot of people probably don't know LB. LB wasn't as popular as you,
Right.
But LB, he was like very lovable in this culture.
LB had an improv battle on Bullpen before, man. He jumped in Bill Collector battle.
That's what he was known for.
Yeah, he jumped in Bill Collector battle, and he showed a lot of love too. He knew some niggas from my block and Yonkers and all that. He spent time on the block. So again, I wasn't like to think that I put that in there to intentionally disrespect him. Of course, I can see how people could take that, because if you bring up anybody dead name to somebody, they could take that anyway. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand that. It was definitely distasteful.
I just wanted to make sure, because I know you for like probably about 2 weeks, and from the 2 weeks I've known you, I don't look at you as that type of guy.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't do that, man. I wouldn't do that.
So again,
I've done battles like before, like when I battled Gnome 2 and Clean, I mentioned, Biggie battling in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mentioned different people battling in heaven, so my whole thing was I'm gonna send him to heaven so he could battle LB.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a battle. So that was my whole picture of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people just like, yo, whoa, kind of disrespectful. You know what I mean? But
do you think once it's played back, it might be able to? Because sometimes that when you first say something,
Right.
it's like you don't have enough time to actually evaluate what was said. You just hear what you hear, and
It
then
depends on who's hurt by it. Like if it's like family members or people close, you know what I mean? I don't think it matters what the bar was. I think it was the point of him just being brought up.
right.
So playing it back is not really going to change things. Because
Okay.
if you bothered by what was said, I feel like you really more so bothered by him being brought up, period.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I can't argue with that with anybody. You know what I mean? So that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
No doubt.
My apologies. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, disrespect the dead. That ain't never my character. Rest in peace to LB the Boss.
No doubt. R.I.P. to LB the Boss.
Sure.
That was my fucking guy, man. Lovable guy, man. Funny as fuck. All right, brother. I mean, you know, I'm sure they're gonna drop those on the app, on URL app. So,
Shit, sir, they might drop that shit on YouTube ASAP.
that would be nice. That would
Yes,
actually
sir,
be
they
nice.
might drop that on YouTube. They,
'cause it's-
they ain't gonna drop Lux and Surf. They ain't gonna drop Surf at 40 or me and Chess. They gonna
Right.
drop that.
Right. Why? Because Surf did well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even after the battle, you sticking to your guns. That's what it is, right?
Listen, everything I say, like, it's what needed to be said in my eyes, man.
But I'm anticipating watching it back because sometimes when I'm live at an event and I'm watching the battle, because I fuck with you, you know what I mean? It's like, am I thinking he was really good or that good because I fuck with him? And then when I watch it back, like, nah, he was good that night. He was really good that night. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely had some shit. I definitely, like, the
100%.
first two rounds. The first two rounds, I had some shit. The third, again, I was iffy going into it, so when they started booing and all that, it was just like, all right, like, I understood that.
Just so happened,
I understood
he had a third.
He had a third.
If he would have did what he, you know, what you thought, well, not what you thought.
Yeah, he had a
People are
third.
used to him and not having a third, you might have got away with your third.
Right.
Right.
And
But,
again, he commanded that stage better too. Like, he's a better, like, seller of what he's trying to get across. You know what I mean? He focused on that type of shit.
Yeah, I won't take nothing away from him. He was
No, he was on the shit.
exceptionally
He was on the shit. He was
great
on the
that
shit.
night. Yeah.
He was on the
So,
shit.
shout out to Surf, shout out to John, shout out to URL.
That's a fact.
Summer Madness 11, great night for me, man. I enjoyed myself.
I'm glad this shit over with.
Yeah, I bet. Now you can chill by the pool and do
That's a fact.
interviews with Uncle Ra.
That's a fact.
Oh man, John the Don, bullpen over bullshit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but what?
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.